Full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. For and take it. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 36-yard line. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it, taking care of the football? He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tanner Muse there defensively. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fielded at about the 28. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. We just saw another nice game there. How about some kudos for the offensive line, being able to carve some space in the interior all game long and let the big guy rumble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give. It's Etienne off the option. Stays on his feet. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Off the option, here's Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They go play action with Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. This one from 35 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
Powers through, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers. And they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. On 1st down, Wilson going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The play action fake, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44, Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now a carry here for their fullback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you 1st downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. It's Wilson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Wilson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
2nd and 3.
He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up